Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Utawaya Kananda, and today I want to criticize about a film entitled "I Am Legend." Uh, my name, my name is 83201809193, and I'm from D class. Okay. So without waiting for so long, let's take out the critical review of film entitled I Am Legend. In 2007, a zombie survivor horror film was released, starring Will Smith as the main character who must live in the middle of extinction mankind caused by an artificial mutation virus from a doctor who treats cancer, which is famous in the United States. This film was very successful in creating a tense atmosphere throughout the screening. No wonder, because this film was directed by Francis Lawrence and adapted from the novel by Richard Matheson in 1954. When starting this film, we are immediately served with a creepy atmosphere. The view of the city of Manhattan, so at the beginning of this film, seems very quiet and abandoned because it is very neglected. You can see a lion is chasing her prey, after which the father and son come to continuing to eat their prey together. As you can see from this, it is very clear that the world has ended its history. So let's get moved into a special effect and cinematography. Quoting from a review article about this film, one of which I found from Roger Ebert, he said, "I Am Legend have special effects so good that they just about compensate for some little special effect that are the same." Well, I agree with that. In this film, it has very good special effects. You can see from how smoothly they polish the animals, zombies, and abandoned Manhattan City environment. Cars were left in the middle of the street, and the grass that penetrated the asphalt from the ground could grow tall in peace. But the surprising effect is it's all done with CGI technology, such as technology that work on stunning effect in Marvel Studios films and films of its class. But of course, the technology has developed a lot in recent years. But what makes this extraordinary is the effects created by this technology in the movie I Am Legend are very detailed. You wouldn't think with a background tells the story of the only person who lives in sea and has to survive this zombie outbreak, where we as a viewers are presented with slick cinematography. Here, taking the cinematography point of view that use is really very pleasing to the eye. But how? Is this a story about zombies? Well, that's what's interesting in this film. Surely this film is very fitting and proportional, especially when intense scenes occur. The camera, the camera always so close. So the camera always so close up, such with make the scenes very intense. Next, we move about to grading color and the music. So with color grading, that fits perfectly with the feeling and atmosphere that Kyoto's film adds to value of the cinematography. The color texture is not sharp. I think, yeah, the color texture is not sharp, so our eyes can follow all and read all and with all the properties, environments, and with all the properties, environment, scenes, and feelings that we feel as if they are real. But a little light in this film is the moments of night scenes that occur somehow at night, the color grading. In this film is not very clear, so some frames are not very clearly visible what's going on in there. But this is my opinion. But this, in my opinion, is not so much a problem because there are no important scenes in this film that are damaged by some of the night scenes I mentioned before. And lastly, the original soundtracks of this film is very fitting and suitable. But in my opinion, the music here is only like a complement in perfecting this film. In some intense scenes, there are no background music at all. So they only use ordinary sound effects, and that's a really rare to find in horror, survival, or thriller films in recent years. But this is actually a good decision for the director himself because here the audience becomes more able to feel the scenes experienced by the main character in this film. Okay, I think that's enough for me. I have apologizing for you guys if there's a lot of mistakes for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.